I want some things to focus on, like macro wise or micro wise, like some things I can be doing better. I feel like this game, I remember I kind of into some team fights, like mechanically. Like I feel like I could have done a lot better on team fights.
Alright,
But
word.
yeah,
We'll take a look. Okay.
yeah, just like some things
Let's
maybe I
see.
don't know if I'm doing wrong or something.
Um. Alright, well, first things first. I do not like this Q. You're lucky you're against a bad Darius. A good Darius would have like
Oh,
stayed up here, and when you Q like that, he would. Oh wow, this guy's ignite. That's so strange. Because like, if Darius has Ghost here,
mhm.
he could Ghost right now and really run you
Oh
down,
yeah,
right? Like he could
and
use his
W me and
Ghost,
just like,
yeah, and
hmm
really fuck you. I guess he doesn't have Ghost, so it's kind of chill. But yeah, in general, when you're against these champs like
hmm
Darius, you don't want to be queuing like that. It's pretty risky.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Luckily, this guy's bad,
So
so
just
it's
like
no.
walk up for the minion and then like Q away if he comes
Yeah, exactly.
coming. Okay.
Okay. You got his bone plating. Something you can do instead, if you think someone has bone plating, is you can just do like a little baby Q here, right? Like you can just Q
hmm
right here.
hmm
And this is a good thing to do on Fiora. I do it every time I'm against a champion if they have Resolve as their secondary tree.
hmm
Is I will always just do a little baby Q towards the start of the lane.
But
Where what?
what about that thing you're talking about? What if he ghosts me down
Oh
and I don't
yeah,
have
I
Q?
mean obviously if he has Ghost, then he can Ghost you down. You're kind of
Oh,
fucked.
okay,
But
okay.
he doesn't have
Gotcha.
Ghost, so it's kind of
Gotcha. hmm
it's chill here. All right, Darius like isn't really fighting for prio. Here, you're stronger
hmm
than him. You have minion too. Damn, what a banger fight! What the fuck? Nice. Poppy ignite. Really good movement from you. You played that really well. And you don't
Thanks.
die, huh? Nice.
Yeah, I took
Uh,
Triumph.
yeah.
Like,
So the only thing you can do better here is when Darius Qs like this, you can
oh
Q into
yeah,
him, right?
yeah,
This way you
yeah.
dodge the outer part of his Q so he doesn't heal, you don't get hit by stacks at all. If you were to have done that,
hmm
this would have been a really one-sided fight.
hmm
If you were to have like just waited for him to Q and then Q did the vital, would have been really
That
one-sided. You
makes
would have just
sense.
beat his ass, right? You can Q,
Yeah.
auto parry. That's another little mechanical thing you can do here. Is I think there's a way you can use this parry better, right? Like you can Q, and I think you could have like
Parried that
auto
W right
parried
there.
here.
Oh, auto parry. I
Yeah, or
see.
parry is W. Either way, right? Like when you go for this Q, I almost always like to Q auto attack, right? So like you can Q auto
Mm,
and then like
yes.
parry is next auto or something like that. But either way, right? You end up playing this well enough to get the kill, so it's solid. Super good. Shove the wave in.
Oh,
Oh,
I
we
can't
gotta
believe he
reset
got me
stuff.
here.
That
Yeah.
sucks. Oh, that really blows.
I can't believe he knew exactly where I was. It's crazy.
What a fucking genius, dude. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so tough.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a lazy recall, but that really sucks for you.
Yeah.
Luckily. Okay, and
I
then he
got
gets
two
double
kills
buffs
there.
too? Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
dude. I
This
was playing so
sucks.
careful after this.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, because
blame
he had
you.
double buffs.
That really blows. It's
Yeah.
now. Yeah, you just gotta chill. No point really walking up like this at all. Like, when
Yeah,
he's in
that
this
makes sense.
spot, dude, literally just like stand here and let him crash the wave. You could
hmm
maybe look to do like little baby Qs to get these at like the max range, but for the most part, it's not worth walking up like this at all. You're just taking damage for free.
hmm
Right, and that results in you being like 2 to 300 HP down when there's really no reason at all. People do this all the time. It's like when
hmm
Darius is pushing the wave in here, there's no
hmm
need for you to stand and just take damage for free. Like you literally just
Yeah,
chill back here. You still get all the XP,
that
and
makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, the same shit happens except you're full HP instead of half or chunked out a
hmm
bit. All right, we start our slow push. He still has double
Oh, it's
buffs.
double buff.
Yeah, so we don't want to fight him at all. That's true. okay, but you're not taking a fight. You're playing it really well on a level 6 timer.
I think I hit yeah, I hit 6 here, so I was like,
That was really smart. Oh, nice parry. Yeah, super solid. Well done. That was a really good all-in angle. Reset. That plate was a little greedy, I think. Like, if we just go back here. You have to kill him, it's a cannon wave, and you know that he is on the map already.
Oh, yeah.
I would actually prefer you, like, not to go for this plate.
Okay.
This guy's better. He would, like, really
And it's
fast
just
push this and be able to get a plate himself, but he kind of, like, walks around and wastes time a bit. And also,
okay, I
if,
see.
like, imagine he did decide to check the outcode, then you're really
I don't think I've
fucked, right?
ever seen someone check that.
Yeah, fair.
Like,
Like, I don't check that shit either, to be honest, but if he did, that would have been tough.
yeah. Okay, so recall there is best. I see.
Yeah, you just want to recall after crashing the wave. Pretty much,
Okay.
if my opponent is on the map, right, if they're not dead, I usually don't look for plates, because with home guards, they just get back to lane so fast that it's not
so
worth
true, yes.
fucking your tempo for 120 gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're just lucky that
Yeah.
this guy ran around for no reason instead of like fast pushing the wave and looking for plates himself, because he would have lost XP and plates. And when it's so early in the lane, like 7 minutes, you don't really need to be taking turret plates. Like, you got plenty of time left in the lane, so I would rather you have good tempo and not miss waves at all. If that makes sense.
So I should look for plates like when he's still dead, or
Yes,
he's like,
exactly. Or like if he crashed a
Okay,
wave
so if-
and he just respawned. But if he's been respawned for like
Okay.
5 seconds or so, he's like already here. So
okay,
it's just not worth looking for a
Gotcha.
play. This is something that you'll just get better at with more repetition. It's kind of just playing the game more. You'll get a feel for when you can look for a plate and when you can't. But in general, you never want to sacrifice tempo for plates, in my opinion, unless it'll like get you a really good buy. Like,
gotcha.
if it's for
Makes
your
sense.
Ravenous Hydra, then okay, do it. It's worth it. But if it's not, no need. Really.
Gotcha.
Anyway, this looks really good again. You just take a good all-in timer. Super well done. Darius is getting fucking shit on, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he eats you like a friggin' idiot.
Yeah, this Darius wasn't very good.
What's this guy
So,
doing,
like-
man? Yeah, I mean, I could have told you that from the moment he took Ignite PTA, bro.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Yeah, so I should have ulted you there. I don't know why I didn't.
He was scared.
In
Like, you
general,
think he
though,
could have killed me? I feel like
I
I was
think
pretty
this is really
confident that I
troll
could
from
kill
you
him.
either way.
Oh, yeah?
To be honest, I don't
There's-
think you beat Darius here if he comes back. Maybe you can, but without your ult, it's kind of risky. Like, I don't
Because I was
see
okay. Yeah,
a
that
point in
makes
going
sense.
for this at all. You know, how much gold are you in at this point? 1100. I guess what Ravenous would cost like. Oh, what's the bet? 21. Ravenous would cost 1200 here. Okay, maybe it makes sense then. Maybe that's why you go for this. Because if you get this wave, you get your full Ravenous. Could make sense, but I think it's a solid way to throw your lane if like Darius were to have ran up here. I think with a fully stacked wave,
Like-
and when you have no ult and no ignite, there's a decent chance that you just die
Yeah.
if you misplay.
Okay,
if
I
you
see.
play too well.
So it's like not worth it because I was thinking if I die, like he still loses like his minion
No,
wave.
not worth. Not when you have a
Okay.
bounty. And like
Okay,
catch-up
makes
XP is so high, and then if you die, he gets to shove a wave all the way in here, so you would end up like missing minions. I won't show you. This roam is not worth it.
That was
at
a
all.
bad ignite. Yeah.
Yeah. It's more a bad flash than a bad anything else. At this point, I'm pretty sure this Darius is worth like not that much. And I want you to think about like using your spells and cooldowns and shit. Like, you just use both sums here for what? What do you even get if you kill this guy? I'll tell you what you get. You lose a wave top. Yone can like push this tower, but Yone can kind of do that anyway. right? Like when Yon chunks him out like this,
Mm, yeah,
Yon
that
will
makes
be able to
sense.
push and get plates here anyway. Like Darius is gonna have to reset. So even if you get this kill here, it's like, why? You don't
Yeah.
get anything off of it, right? And after you've already established a lead, like one random kill where you have to use both your sums is not worth it at all.
That makes sense.
Because now the enemy team has a, they have a timer to kill you while your flash is down, right? And you have a nice bounty. So Belveth can like play around Yasuo and they can really look to punish that, right?
I should stay
So,
top lane
yep,
there.
stay top.
Okay.
Especially because you don't crash the wave like super soon,
Quickly.
if that makes sense. Like you crash it
Hmm.
about as fast as possible. And if the next wave were a cannon, it makes sense. But yeah, as soon as you like go for this Q, for example, like if you didn't go for that Q, you would probably be here by now. Your
Mm.
timer is kind of gone. Like you need to recognize right here that like this wave is here so fast that if you go for this roam play, you're gonna lose a wave top lane.
Mm. Okay.
Which is what, like
So maybe.
200 gold worth if you
Hmm.
factor in like
Yeah.
XP and gold. And
Hmm.
instead you're going mid to blow your flash for like 300 gold.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not worth it. And you don't even get the kill, so it
Hmm.
like really sucks. Puts you behind
Okay,
Yasuo.
that makes sense.
Drop a full wave. Nice, so you guys end up getting a kill on him. That's really good. I'll just get a plate. Not quite though. So you guys didn't get grubs this game, huh?
Oh, we didn't.
No. Makes sense though.
Mm.
They have Belveth. Belveth always plays hard for grubs.
Hmm. So I died here? Okay, I don't think so.
Oh.
Wait, maybe I
No, you
trolled.
won't.
Did I troll here?
No, this is what I would have
Okay.
done too. I think it's really... I think your Diana trolled. I don't think you guys can fight this, to be honest. When Diana's
Yeah.
ult is down and Yone is like pretty chunked out mid, and these guys are a really like strong meatball, dude. All it takes is one Darius E,
Yeah.
and then Yasuo's
Yeah.
ulting whoever, and you guys are kind of fucked. So I think Diana just trolls here, to be honest. I don't think you guys can ever fight this. Alright, you shove a wave. You call. Run back.
Oh, Belveth was in that bush.
I know, right? That's funny. Good trading.
So like my goal here should just be perma pushing tower.
Your goal here when he's like this is you should dive this guy.
Okay.
Just walk up next to him, pop your ult, and then, yeah, with ult and ignite, you should be able to just ult, auto attack, or like auto E, Q to the next vital, and kill him. He should get one shot. I don't know though.
Okay.
Yasuo is like a tricky one.
Mhm.
Yeah, like imagine you popped your ult there and ignite.
Mhm.
Right, if we go
That
back
makes
to this.
sense. Yeah.
Imagine right here, you like ult,
Oh yeah.
then
Yeah. R
you
auto
can
E
R,
ignite Q. Yeah.
auto E, Q, ignite, get the second part of your E, and Yasuo will just die. You'll heal up enough from the tower or from your ult.
Mhm. That makes sense.
But that's alright. Little miss kill opportunity. Oh, one thing I guess this is personal preference, but I don't think it's good to finish boots early on Fiora.
Oh really?
Like I
Okay.
sit on the base boots until like at least 2 items.
Okay.
I think 2 item
Gotcha.
spike is stronger than extra movement speed on Fiora. Oh, this is really good.
What boots do you,
Nice.
what boots do you usually buy?
Really smart to let the minions, so it's solid. I always buy Swifties for the most part, unless
Oh yeah.
I don't know. This game, I actually think you could go tabbies for sure. I think these are wrong. Like,
Oh,
dude, you're
because
against
oh yeah,
Darius,
that totally
Belveth, Yasuo,
actually
and
makes
Jinx,
a lot of
homie.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go tabbies this game.
Yeah.
Is your Q up? No, it's not. Alright, that makes sense.
What's game plan now? Like, what should I be doing? Like,
Exactly what you're doing. Just creating pressure top.
pushing
Looks like
top.
you die here, maybe. Nope, good flush. Nice.
Oh, flip.
Yeah, exactly what you're doing. This is exactly what you want to do when you have an advantage like this.
Like just pushing top. I feel like I should be helping out my team or
No,
something, but
incorrect.
I don't know how.
What you want to do as Fiora or any top laner really, once you get an advantage, I can tell you the game plan of how you help out your team, is you abuse the
Hmm
1v1, right? Because you're stronger than Darius and Yasuo in side lane, right?
hmm
You're able to push up to here and push them in and make them respond to you, right? Does that make
hmm
sense? Like Yasuo or Darius have to sit right in this area and clear the waves
hmm
that you push. So what you can
hmm
do, let's say, like the main idea from this position is you either want to use your 1v1 advantage to get a kill and take this tower, or you just shove the wave in and you can like look to take jungle camps, you can look for roam plays. If like dragon's coming up, you can push the wave all the way in and then run the dragon, right? You can go sit in
hmm
Bel'Veth's jungle and try to kill her when she comes. The whole idea
hmm
is to just push the wave in so that your opponent has to answer it, and then you can use that
hmm
timer to essentially make a 5v4 on the map, right?
Gotcha.
That's how you carry
Yeah.
as a top laner. Is
hmm
you win lane and then you shove the wave in, you lock your opponent in this area and you constantly like keep this wave shoved in because
hmm
it just gives your team like a lot more control over this whole top side of the map, right?
hmm
Like think about being in Bel'Veth's position when you shove a wave in here and then like
Yeah.
disappear into the jungle, right? Like all of a sudden
hmm
this guy does not want to walk in. It's like I don't know,
hmm
it's a little different because Bel'Veth is fed this game. Your team kind of
hmm
shit the bed. Your jungle mid, which sucks.
Yeah.
But in like a more even game state, like you would be the strongest person in the game right now, right? You
hmm
already are, but you would be considerably strong enough to like just kill Bel'Veth in the jungle and fuck her up. So yeah, the main idea is
Yeah, like
just side lane more,
yeah.
stay top, make people react to you here. Like this is perfect, right? And then you queue away.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I
Darius
die
comes here.
here.
You
Yeah.
definitely die here. Yeah. Tough. Nice roam from Darius. So you fuck up here, and the reason or the way you fuck up is you don't see that Yone is dead. I don't think. And so Darius has a timer to come top if he's alive and Yone is dead, and there's like no one showing
hmm
mid lane. So you kind of got to back up and be careful. This is the one thing that this strategy. This is the one thing that will like fuck you over is dying like this, right?
Yeah.
It takes a long time to get good at like managing pressuring this side without dying. Because
hmm
the moment you die, it's super fucking bad, right? Like you die here, this means Yasuo
hmm
probably pushes up and gets this whole tower. Enemy team gets rift
hmm
herald for free, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's
that
really
one
bad.
death kind of fucks you a lot. So you have to really be on edge for when you can push this tower and when you can't, right? Like there, I think you could have. I don't know. Let's go back. Right. So if you were paying attention to the map, you would see that they killed your Yone and were recalling, which means okay,
hmm
when these guys get back from base, where are they gonna go? Like tell me. You can look at it right now. It's obvious, right? Like they're
hmm
always gonna come defend top lane, and so you just have to be
hmm
on the lookout for that and take the plate and not greed after that, right? Like you can greed for this plate, but you need to be queuing away immediately after.
Yeah. Here's where I like respect and I go back and wait for Darius to appear on map.
Yeah, exactly. You need the respect, and you need to wait for your team to get on the map.
Mayone trolled at some point. Like, can I see his items right now?
Yeah, I mean this
Okay,
guy's.
he hasn't sold all his items yet. But like
Oh,
there
he
was one
does that.
play. Yeah.
Oh God.
Like he completely trolled. Like I saw it was he was beefing with the Diana.
Uh huh.
Um like at one point I was looking and like Yone had a perfect like 1v2 situation. Like if Diana was at Raptors, if he just came, like it would have been double kill for them.
Mhm.
But like Diana just like because they were beefing, Diana just never came. And like I think Yone just sold all his items after that.
Huh.
That was like but the Yone
That's pretty
surprisingly
sick.
after like yeah, I was like trying to calm him down in chat and he eventually like bought his items back again. Um but he actually did quite well considering like he lost half his gold
Yeah.
like throughout the game. But that's like irrelevant, I guess.
So again, here, this is the exact same scenario, right? If we look at your vision, you cannot walk up here. I want to give you. There's an idea called tempo lines, I believe is what it's called. And basically,
Hmm.
it's like if your team is on bad tempo, right? Like your Caitlyn just died, enemy bot lane is pushed up, your Yone's running out of base, and Diana's like just collecting a wave mid. You
Hmm.
can't be up here, right?
Hmm.
You don't want to push up if A, you don't see where the enemy players are, and B, if your
Hmm.
team is not in a position to get anything if they do come and kill you, right? It's the
Hmm.
same idea as here, right? Like, Yone is off the map, just respawned. Diana's like taking wolves. Their only play is to come kill you, or potentially go kill bot lane, but they can't kill bot lane, right? Enemy bot just died, both of them. So their only play is to come kill you, right? And so you need to be
Yes.
respectful of that and back up. And it's the exact same idea up here, right?
I should just like walk to like a bush or something and just wait.
Yeah, exactly. You shove this wave and then you leave, right? So your bot lane's dead. All the waves are pushed in on the map, and so
Hmm.
they're allowed to just come and kill you for free, right? Like there's no
And when I
objective over
leave,
here. There's nothing drawing them away from you,
hmm,
right? So they can just
hmm,
come kill you for free really easily. Oh, and
and
you
when I
saw
leave, I just
Bel'Veth
like
here, you fucking troll.
wait. I did.
Only for a split second, yeah. I mean, you probably just missed it. But look,
Wow.
you should have even heard that shit, man. But yeah, I mean, you're just like serving yourself up on a friggin' dinner plate for the enemy team to kill you, and your team gets nothing
Yeah.
for it, right? Like
Yeah.
these deaths lose you the game. Both these deaths
Hmm.
take away your ability to carry completely. When you're in
I see.
games like this where your team is losing but you're winning, you can't afford
Hmm.
to die a single time, usually.
Hmm.
As soon as you die once, you're kind of fucked. Because then, like, off that
Gotcha.
previous death, Yasuo got strong enough to be able to, like, match you reliably in side lane. You know,
Hmm.
Darius gets some catch-up XP and gold going. Now he's level 12, right? And
Hmm.
now, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're also level 12. And so your entire lead has kind of been negated at this point from those two
Gotcha.
quick deaths. All right,
So when I
remember
leave,
to
like from respecting opponents, do I just do nothing?
yeah, you
Like I
kind of
just like
just walk
walk
back
around.
and you just like chill, and you
Okay.
wait for your Yone to respawn and come mid and push waves, and then you like once you see
Yeah.
someone match him, then you can walk up a bit.
Gotcha.
Oh, this is good. We got full tower. Cool. Could we ever have killed this guy? Does he eat? Oh, it's a little risky to look for. See, I like that you. Oh, I like this too. This is really good. Okay, this is really troll. But it
Yeah, I think
kind of works. Oh my god, you smurfed it. What the fuck? Nice. I
now
mean,
that my
this
team fighting is really bad. Like,
this
what do
looks
you think I should
so
be focusing
dumb.
on team fights?
Well, the first thing you should focus on is not running into a group of 3 people as Fiora alone, right? Like,
Really? Okay.
yeah, of course not. You're not playing a champion
Like,
like Jax,
hmm.
where like you can Q here and like stun and then kite away, right? Like, dude, when you're playing Fiora and you go in like this and you don't really have any follow up, at least not for a bit. Like, I'm so surprised you don't die here. You actually play it really well by Wing and Qing away. But yes, Fiora, you
So,
usually don't want to be the primary engage for your team, right?
okay. Gotcha.
Unless you have like a really good flank and you find like ADC alone. But when you see ADC support mid laner all next to each other like this, like
Hmm.
you gotta just like queue over the wall here and wait a bit. Somehow this
What
ends up
if?
working.
Okay.
I can't believe it.
Hmm.
Ends up working great though. So to a degree, oh nice flash, dude. Holy fuck, you smurfed that. What the fuck? Really well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
so if it was
so-
ADC support, I stay. I
yeah,
can
I
go
think you
into
can look
that if
for
it.
it there. But once you see like 3 people like this, dude, I don't know. You can't really run in like this. It does end up working for you
So
though. You play it well enough.
so I I
And
guess they
no,
wait for like Braum or something to ult, or I guess he
exactly.
doesn't ult, like
Or wait for
some other
Diana,
engage.
right?
Mm,
Wait for Diana to go in.
so,
I mean, ideally,
okay.
what you guys should be doing is like all of you should be around the dragon, waiting for
Mm,
Belveth to go over the wall and then killing Belveth. Because y'all kind of
okay.
just left your Diana to dry here. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's focused here because you go in, and so Diana just dies and you guys lose the Drake for it. But
Mm,
the way you play this after going in, though, is really good. Like, I think that was an awful angle to go in, but you played it well enough, right? And that's kind of how you play
mhm,
Fiora is you go in, you ult someone, you look to kill them, but if you recognize that you're not going to be able to kill them, then you like Q backwards towards your team, which is really good. That's what you did,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
And then you kind of just
Okay.
keep going in and out. And yeah, pretty well played. Um, that was a really bad Q. There might actually be potential for you to like live here and kill Belbeth if you Q to this vital here, right? Like if you
Oh
auto
yeah, because
E
Yon
Q
was
the
still
vital,
alive.
yeah, exactly, and like start kiting out and around.
Yeah,
You almost never want to Q in a
makes
way
sense.
that just gets rid of your Q.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think you and Yon, if you Q to that vital and play with Yon, I think you guys could have killed this guy for sure. I mean, look at
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense. Yeah, totally, actually.
Tough.
So in team fight, I should be focusing ADC.
Yeah, ADC, or what I also do sometimes, if I don't flank, is I will just ult their front line. Like, say
Really? Okay.
Yasuo gets an ult on my ADC or something, I'll just ult the Yasuo and try to kill him. Or if Darius runs in out of position, you just ult the Darius and kill him, right? Because your ult AoE
Mm-hmm.
heal is really good for your team, and it lets you
Hmm.
chop down front lines really fast. Or like if you're against a tank, well, instead of flanking them, you can just like ult the tank. Like if Ord
Hmm.
goes in and is a little overextended, you can just help your team out in the front line and kill the tank with your 4 vital procs. So I don't know.
So
It
say
really
they're
just
like,
depends on each fight,
okay.
right? You kind of got to think about how the fight's gonna play out. Like this game,
Hmm.
I probably would be looking to ult Belveth in
Mm,
all these
okay.
fights, right? So if we go back to this dragon, when you're running in here, I probably would not path like this. Or you can just kind of stand here and pressure them. But you definitely don't want
Hmm.
to queue into 3 people. This is
Yeah.
definitely what you don't want to do.
Okay.
Or if you're there a little earlier, right, then you would just want to be with your Diana here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then
So
ult the
say
Bel'Veth
their
and shit.
ADC, say their ADC is really fed
Hmm.
and they have like good peel. What do I do as Fiora in that situation?
Maybe just don't team fight at all. Or you just
Yeah.
gotta kind of send it, right? Like, there's not always a winning angle, you know?
Hmm.
There, sometimes you're just gonna lose games. Like, there's gonna be times
Hmm.
where enemy top laner is strong enough to match you in side lane. Enemy ADC is super fed with like a Braum next to her or some shit, or Maokai or something that's really annoying.
Hmm.
And yeah, there's just not much you can do. In
No,
those
I see.
scenarios, it's really important to be able to do what we talked about and what you did with this Drake, where you shove the wave in and then you force a 5v4 at the objective. That's kind of your best way
Mhm.
of getting back in the game.
Do you think Fiora is a better front to back fighter or
No,
back to
definitely a
front?
flanker. You definitely want to flank
Oh, flanker.
for the
Okay.
most part as Fiora, right? You want to look for those angles like you did. It's just like this angle is good. You just need to recognize that there's 3 people,
Okay.
and you can't just like
Gotcha.
dive balls deep in the Jinx, Renata, Yasuo. Instead, you could have just like
Makes
stayed
sense.
in this area and pressured them, right?
Okay.
Then it makes it
Gotcha.
awkward for them to walk in.
Hmm.
But God, this noise shit is so annoying, bro. But yeah, if you just like stayed in this area and threatened, but didn't actually go in, it probably would have been a lot better.
Okay.
So let's see. You respawn. Hopefully run bot. Good. But they're pushing bot, so you kind of just gotta chill. Damn, they're pushing bot hard. Your team
Yeah,
just
they have
doesn't give a
so many shits on the
fuck.
map. It's like
Jesus.
Bel'Veth and the fucking Herald shit and the big wave.
Uh huh. Okay, you waste your parry. I was gonna say, could you not have ulted this guy?
I mean, yeah, I think I could have earlier for sure. I just
Yeah.
didn't realize it until like I did.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely like waste your parry here. If we go back to that. Oh wait, no, you parried the
Mm,
traps. Never mind. No, that was fine. I didn't see the traps. But yeah, like there when you Q
mm.
auto and do this much damage, like bro, just pop your ult on
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
Kill this fool.
Yeah.
But all right, you do eventually end up getting it, which is good. Get the kill. Is there a way we could have killed Jinx as well? Yeah,
I
definitely.
think my pathing was a little
Your pathing
inconvenient,
was
right?
bad. Yeah. Like as
Yeah.
soon as you Q
Like
and get
I should
this,
turn
like dude, just click
turn
backwards
immediately.
immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
You turn backwards immediately, like this guy's just dead.
Yeah.
With Q and red buff and shit, this Jinx would just die here. Almost end up getting her. Push the wave out. I mean, this is really good for your team. That was a huge throw by them.
Hmm.
So yeah, game's like super winnable again. Interesting. Okay, I think you missed out on an opportunity here.
Hmm. You think I could have dived the Jinx?
Well, it's hard to know, right? It's kind of hard to know who's gonna match you. Cause I don't think you guys know that Yes was here at all. But yeah, not only dive the Jinx, but your ult's back up, right?
Hmm.
So what you can do here is sometimes you can overstay, right? Like you can click up into this area and kind of sit in the bush and just wait and see, right? This is a
Hmm.
really, it's kind of the same idea. Like you shove the wave in and then you kind of look around and see if you can make a play happen. And like, if you would have just walked up here and then started your recall, and then you see Jinx walking up like this, well, then you can just walk around this corner and kill her for free really easily, right?
That makes sense. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't blame you for resetting because you had 2,500 gold, right? So I don't know.
Hmm. I see.
Not the worst thing. Okay, skirmish happening here. Yon's dead. Tough. Defend with our team. Oh, nice. Yeah, really good. Good pick. Play with Braum. Nice. Kill the Renata too, dude. I mean, you're smurfing this shit, bro. Yo, nice. Yeah, should get Drake. Oh,
Oh yeah.
all right. That was really
Got Jinx
troll.
rocket.
I mean, this is just troll in general. Like, what are you looking for here, homie? Belveth kills you, even if Jinx doesn't.
Mm.
So again, that's another like dumb death. You played that whole sequence really well though, like getting the pick on Jinx and then fighting with your Braum. You played all that
Hmm.
well. You just had to not die here.
Yeah, I should just go for Drake or something.
Yeah, yeah, like just shove the wave and look for Drake, or
Yeah.
look to take the tower, and as soon as Belveth shows up, you just walk away, right?
Yeah, I guess sometimes I don't understand like when to overstay and when to not. Like you were saying, like at the bottom I could overstay for Jinx, but here like overstaying is bad.
Yeah, I
Like
don't know. It's
I thought
all
maybe
well.
I
It's
thought
not
maybe I could
bad to
kill the Belveth. I don't
overstay,
know.
right?
Hmm.
Like it's not bad to get these kills and then push here. The bad part happens when you see Belveth and then you don't immediately like run away. That's kind of when the bad part happens, right? And then it's also just situational. Like you need to think about who's alive on the map at the time. Like you know Belveth is alive, and you know it's probably
Like
hard
you
to kill
think
her.
in this, yeah, you think in this scenario like fighting her would be a coin flip.
Exactly. And again, you see
I
her
see
here,
her.
right?
Yeah,
But you're
so I
still
should just
going
go
in.
away immediately.
So like the biggest
Yeah.
mistakes you made this game haven't really been like I haven't seen any huge macro mistakes where you're at the wrong place or anything. Your biggest
Hmm.
mistake is you're just dying too much.
Yeah,
Like if you just
that makes
didn't
sense.
die those two times top lane and you don't
Hmm.
die here, then this goes so much better, right? And I can show
Hmm.
you like the problem with dying as the strongest person on your team is the rest of your team just does dumb shit afterwards, right? Like you die and then these friggin' idiots like try to invade and then they die and then Yon ends up dying. Everyone just fucking dies, dude. And it's all because you died first, right? Like imagine if you
Hmm.
were alive and you kind of like took the dragon with your team and then pinged them all to reset and leave.
Hmm.
So I don't want you when I mentioned the overstaying and killing Jinx. Don't like really focus on doing that. That's a really situational play, if that makes sense. That's
Okay.
like very situational. Like, okay, I push this wave out. I have 2,000 gold, but I have ult up and ignite, and I don't know who's going to answer this wave. But whoever does, they might push up too far, and I can catch them by surprise, right? But that's just a
Hmm.
really situational thing. And for the most part, like after you take a good fight, like you did mid lane there, excuse me.
Bless you.
Uh, nice. You can go help your team take dragon, or you can do what you did, but as soon as like Belveth responds, you just leave, right?
Hmm. Gotcha.
But yeah, dying is bad. Go figure. Dying is really bad for the game.
Yeah, I
But
think I do tend to die a lot.
yeah, it a lot of Fiora players do. It's a really common
And now
Fiora
like our
mistake.
team is losing, I guess.
Hmm.
And it's just there's not much we can do. Like, am I right in the right spot in being bought here?
I'd say so. Yeah, I would.
Ah. See, I
The
think that was one of the misplays. I think I could have. I
yeah,
think it would have been
Russian.
so huge if I got that kill. Like, I definitely could have. Like, it would have been so huge.
Yeah, that was just a low mechanical misplay. I mean, from the start
Yeah.
here,
Like,
I think. Um, I think this is one thing you could fix. I think too often you are using your Q
or nothing.
when
Like
you
to
don't hit
nothing.
anything, and then it like goes on
Okay.
cooldown for a really long time. But I don't know. I guess you
Where
get
do
the
you think we
Yasuo
should have queued
flash.
there?
Right here, the only misplay you make here is that you Q before hitting the first vital. That's all you do wrong here, which even I do sometimes, dude. It's hard. It's hard to time it sometimes. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but when you ult the Yasuo, first of all, nice parry, good reaction. When you ult the Yasuo here, you need to ult, and I think you thought that E
Yeah.
auto would get the first vital, but it didn't, right? So you need to
Yeah.
ult, stay there until you hit that first vital, and then Q out of the way, right?
Yeah.
Q to the next vital, because then he'd be dead by
That
now.
flash was so troll.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
I don't know why it flashed.
I don't know, dude. You're feeling it, bro. These things take time to get good at on
Yeah.
Fiora.
I was just thinking, like, oh man, like if I could get the kill here, I kill Jinx for sure, and then I have so much pressure because
Yeah,
everyone's
no,
top.
I agree. It's huge. Like, I see what you were going for with the flash. You probably thought that you got this vital already or something. I don't know.
Bro, I think I canceled my auto there.
Yeah, maybe
I
you
think I was
do.
walking down. I was walking down for that right vital,
Uh huh.
and then I canceled my auto.
Dude, I've
That
done the
was
same
that was
thing.
natural.
Like, it's not an easy thing to get good at. Popping ult vitals fast. But yeah, here like you just need the ult and auto this first one and then Q and auto E. You probably don't
Hmm.
even need the flash, but then you can flash
Yeah.
after if need be, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, I agree. If you
Hmm.
kill the Yasuo here, it's huge, right?
Yeah.
Kill the Yasuo, kill the Jinx, get the bot in him, super good.
Yeah. Now the game's over.
Instead we die, and yeah, now the game's pretty cooked. It's
Mhm.
really hard for you guys to come back at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, your biggest mistakes really. I mean, that was like the one mechanical thing you did, bud. But your biggest mistakes were just like dying here randomly, and
Hmm.
then the two deaths top
Pushing too
lane,
far without
which
respecting.
yeah, exactly. So for the future, so that you don't die in these side lane scenarios, you just need to like look at the map and see if your
Hmm.
team is in a position that requires the enemy team to answer them, right?
Hmm.
But Yon,
I
like
see.
we already went over this, right? Yon dies. We know that they're
Yeah.
probably not gonna go mid, or they're probably gonna reset when
Hmm.
Diana's protecting mid, and so their only
Hmm.
play is to come top here.
That makes sense.
It's
Yeah.
like all they're ever gonna do, right? So you just need to recognize that and run away
Hmm.
with that death and the one after, right? Like
Hmm.
it's literally the same fucking thing. Diana's sitting right here mid lane. Your Yone is like dead and came off map, and he died twice in the exact same fashion in a row. right? And
Yeah, I did not learn.
yeah, no. So
And the, and the
these
thing was
deaths
like
will
I would have
cost you
never
games.
realized that if you like didn't tell me just now.
Really?
Like yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like
I mean,
I,
that's fair.
I mean maybe it's playing on autopilot or maybe like I don't have like a good reasoning ability, but like
Hmm.
I would have never even known that or like thought that. I just like I would just went top again and did the same thing if they did.
Yeah, no,
Like
you
I think
can't
it
like. There's a time to push up and there's a time not to push up, right? And when the map looks like this, you gotta just shove the wave and then back up or disappear into the jungle,
yeah.
right? If you disappear into the jungle, then you can still pressure the map and get stuff done without being in a vulnerable
Hmm.
area, right?
Hmm.
But yeah, when your team's positioned like this, you cannot do this. The best time to
Yeah.
get these towers is like when a dragon's spawning or when you see the entire enemy team fighting, right? Because,
Yeah.
yeah, like if we look at gold, you're up 1.5 and 2K respectively. After you die those two times, well, now all of a sudden you're only up 400 gold on Yasuo, right?
Wow.
And 700
Yeah.
on Darius. You see how
Yeah.
how big of an effect two deaths can have?
That's huge.
It
Hmm.
completely throws your lead, right? And it makes it
Hmm.
100 times harder to carry the game. Like imagine you never died there and you just maintain your lead. That's like
Hmm.
a thing you can think about doing is okay, I have a lead. How can I maintain it instead of push it super hard, right? How
Hmm.
can I maintain this early game lead so that I keep being stronger than them until uh how do I say this? Like more important objectives are on the map and we get further into the game where like getting kills matters more, if that makes sense. Like
I
once you've
see.
built the super far lead already, before this first death, all you really need to focus on doing is maintaining it and creating pressure on the map because it frees up your team to play the game a bit more. The worst thing you can do is like make a volatile play like this and die.
Yeah, that makes
Instead,
sense.
it's
Okay.
better to just be patient, right? This is something TF Blade told me actually. Is he said like patience is OP. I just DM'd him randomly one time. I was like, dude, how can I become like a top 10 player instead of just being like somewhat high challenger elo? And he said patience is OP. And it's true, right? Like if you just keep
Mm.
shoving the wave here until, and like you were to wait until dragon spawns,
Hmm.
for example, well, then all of
Hmm.
a sudden the enemy team actually has something to choose, right? And then you would still have this
Yeah.
2K gold lead, and you could shove the wave in, trap Yasuo here, and move for the dragon and force a 5v4, right? And that would be
Yeah.
like a winning play that wins your team the game. But
Hmm.
instead, you're impatient and you're looking for this tower too soon. And yeah, we end up
Okay.
dying and throwing the game, right? So the risk to reward is just not worth it. Anyway, we
Okay.
spent a lot of time
Makes
on this
sense.
game, so I do want to look at
Hmm.
another laning phase real quick.
Okay.
All right.
But what do you think? Like, should I be building? Like, I feel like for squishies is really good,
It is, yeah.
and bruisers too. Like Darius, I feel like is pretty good. But like tanks, like Malphite, I don't know if I should build Botaic.
No.
Maybe I
Instead
should
of
just
Malphite, it's
build
either
like
Shojin or Trinity. Trinity can be
yeah,
nice against tanks because the movement speed lets you pop more vitals.
yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, this is really good though.
I feel like this Malphite was pretty bad too.
That was pretty good from him though.
Do you think it's fine that I like try to fight him level one?
Yes. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay. Would you take Grasp in this matchup?
You can, but I would go Conquer like you do.
Oh, Conquer. Oh,
That's
oh yeah,
reasonable.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
Although
yeah.
Grasp, I don't know. I'm starting. I don't know how I feel sometimes about Fiora runes because Grasp gives you like the most consistent laning phase ever. It's like
Hmm.
Grasp is the rune you take to just have an easy lane and get your Ravenous Hydra.
Hmm.
But it takes away kill pressure, right?
Yeah, for
And for
sure.
you, I think it'd probably be more worth it to go the more aggressive setups so that you can learn kill opportunities and shit like that. Really bad recall. This is awful.
Oh,
Yeah, don't recall like this.
oh,
You never want to recall when you're in a winning lane, right? Like Fiora beats Malphite's ass early.
hmm.
Never recall until after you've crashed the first cannon wave.
Oh,
Because then you recall and you
okay.
run back. Oh yeah, this is really bad. You're lucky that you get the XP for that cannon. At least I think you do. Wow, sorry. I'm making us watch this 3 times. Oh, no, you
It's
don't.
okay.
So
Oh
look,
shoot.
because you recall like that, dude, you're down like almost an entire level, right? Or you're down half a
Yeah.
level in a matchup that you should be winning early. So yeah, huge mistake. Okay. This was really valuable to look at, actually. So yeah, you never want to recall before crashing the 4th wave, unless you absolutely have to.
Okay.
Like if you're like this HP, then
Dude, I feel like I
recall.
do that like every game.
Oh nah. So you're used to last season, I'm guessing, where you would like do a 3-wave crash or whatever and then reset. This season,
I think.
you never want to do that. I have a YouTube video I could send you after this, but the ideal thing to do is either stay here if you're strong enough, which you definitely are. You definitely can stay here
Mm-hmm.
and walk up on the wave and just focus on getting this wave crashed. Or
Oh, I want to crash this
recall.
wave too.
Yeah. Yeah, you never want to
Oh.
reset before crashing the cannon wave if you're in a winning matchup.
Oh, see, like I was
So like
thinking.
right
Wait, so I
here,
recalled here because I was like, I crashed the wave. The
no.
wave's gonna push back towards me, so I would like
The
be
problem is
fine.
minions die too fast. So here the best thing you can do is go drop a ward with this time that you have. Go drop a ward and then stay here and look to crash this cannon wave. Because like, look how much you lose. You lose 3 melee minions and a cannon of XP and gold for that
Hmm.
recall. It's
Okay.
awful. It's so bad.
I see.
So
Mm-hmm.
if you
I see.
do, for like going forward, if you are in a position, which I don't think you are here, right? You have your health potion, Doran's shield, he has no pot,
Mm-hmm.
and your Fiora versus Malphite,
Mm-hmm.
like you can definitely get this next wave crashed. If you
Mm-hmm.
do have to recall, if you're really low or something happens, you need the
Mm-hmm.
TP back immediately on this wave. You TP right now. Because minions
Yes.
die so fast at the moment, like with the season 15 changes, that
Mm-hmm.
losing this much XP and gold is just not worth it. It's so bad. You'll end up being like half a
Okay.
level down in the Malphite. So
Wait,
in the
do I
early
buy a
game,
longsword here?
yeah, you can.
Okay,
Longsword's
so
fine.
like if I have that advantage and I TP back to lane, like should I TP back to lane? Like, is that? I guess it's not as bad, but is that like the optimal thing to do?
I TP back to
Or
lane with
like
my first teleport every single time on my first recall.
I see, but like
Like,
I'm saying like TPing back to lane as opposed to staying. Like you think staying is more optimal?
yes, here you want to stay.
Well, why not TP? Because so I don't waste TP.
I'll tell you why you shouldn't reset in TP here. Because
Hmm.
Malphite isn't chunked out enough yet, right? So even if you reset and you TP back, if Malphite's smart, he will hit these minions really fast on this cannon wave,
Hmm.
and it'll result in him getting level 4 first, and then he can build up a slow push and end up crashing it anyway. So
Hmm.
you just don't want to recall here. Is the moral of the
Okay.
story. Don't recall before crashing wave 4, right?
Okay.
Don't recall before the cannon unless you absolutely have to. And no matter when you recall, I always TP back to late immediately in the
Okay.
early levels because I think that early XP is so important. And because teleport cooldown got changed from 6 minutes to 5, it allows you to get
Hmm.
more teleports off in one laning phase. And so
Gotcha.
I always use early TP, and you'll find that all high elo players, if you watch streams and stuff, they all do it too.
Okay, gotcha.
No one recalls and runs back to lane like this because it puts
Okay,
you down
understood.
the
Yeah,
entire level. And I
I
want to
see that
watch
now.
what happens
Yeah,
here, right?
it's a lot.
Like Malphite ends up being able to crash his slow push anyway, right? I'm guessing. Okay, he kind of fucks it up. You get a kill. Okay, this is negative reinforcement. This reinforces a bad play.
Yeah.
Not look at this and think
Yeah.
that this was good. Malphite just misplays here. Like, this guy's being such a pussy.
Dude, she
for
runs out of
no-
mana so fast.
Who? Fiora?
Malphite.
Oh, Malphite, yeah. Dude, this
Yeah.
guy's just being a pussy here for no reason. Like, he needs to recognize that he's full health, literally full health, at level 4 on your level 3, and that Fiora's wave clear sucks. So if Malphite were to have just walked up here and focused on hitting these minions, and just stood here and kept you from hitting the minions at all, he would have been able to
Yeah.
crash this wave, right? And
That
then
makes
you're,
sense.
like, I don't know, you pretty much just threw your entire early lane, right?
So when he tries to push the wave, I should like let him and just like let it crash, or should I try to contest?
No, I mean contesting there was good. You played it correctly. Like I said, dude,
Okay.
you
Because
just
like
don't want to recall
if
here.
I contest and the Malphite does end up pushing it in, then like I'm like lower HP for to like try to
Yeah.
get the bounce back.
Then you might have
So
to reset TP. So yeah, that kind of just is a game to game thing. You have to see how they play. In this scenario,
okay.
Malphite let you hit the minions to get level 4, right? Like this guy's,
Hmm.
I don't know, he's just like playing with his wiener back here. I don't know what he's doing here, bro. Like, why is he so scared, man? And so,
Hmm.
yeah, if he lets you hit these minions this whole time and get your level 4, then yeah, this is really good, right? And ends up working
No
out.
mana, like he just has no mana.
Okay, that was a bad cue. Um,
Hmm.
that's one thing you could fix here to make this a little cleaner. Is good cue. But yeah, every time you're
Ah.
autoing for a vital.
Wait,
Oh
what
my
am I
god.
doing?
Well, your attack speed is slow, so that might fuck with you. Okay, and then you thought that auto wouldn't get the vitals. That's why you queued. All right, this makes sense. Definitely could click around and play this a little better, but I see why you played it the way you did. Either way, you're so strong that it ends up just working out.
Oh, I tried to auto flash there. Oh
You
my
didn't
god.
need the flash. He has no
Really?
kill on you ever here. Yeah, you could have just waited for your Q to come back up, but
Okay.
it's chill. Not bad. Good kill. Yeah, in general,
Wait,
never
after second
reset.
wave clash?
What?
After second wave clash, why should I try to push it in? Why don't I let him push it into me?
You don't after two-wave crush.
Oh, like
So
after
this
this
is
one.
third wave, but let's say we
Oh,
go
that's
back
third wave.
and you
Okay.
crashed second wave here,
No,
right?
sorry, I meant the third wave crash,
Oh, okay.
I guess. After this wave crash, like, why should I try to push the fourth wave in?
Because so that you don't lose XP
Like,
is the
why don't I
biggest
like
thing.
stay in lane and let him push it back into me?
Well, you don't. You shouldn't.
Like,
I understand what
oh,
you're
like,
saying. Like you
why?
want to let him push into you so that you can kill him in this area. Do
No, I
that.
mean, like, say, like, pretend I stayed here.
Yeah.
Like, why is crashing this wave better than like me staying and like letting him push it back into me so I can like try to kill him or something?
I mean, you can stay and let him push back into you, but Malphite, if he's a good player, will push it back into you and not die. Right? Because that's
Okay,
exactly
I
what
see.
ends up happening anyway. You just put yourself at a disadvantage, right? But like, if we watch
I
this,
see.
Malphite, if he's a good player when he's in this position here,
Mm-hmm.
will, if you don't try to get push here, right, and you don't take advantage over this wave, Malphite will hit level
Mm.
4 first, and he will play all the way up super aggressive in order to keep you from
Okay,
getting level 4. And he will do
I
that all
see.
the way until he slow pushes and crashes the wave here, right?
Okay, I see.
So in general, never reset before the cannon wave unless you absolutely have to, and if you do, just TP back right on the wave so you miss no XP.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Alright, you got a good kill. Where's the
Oh,
wave?
here, like,
Yeah.
can I have T like backed immediately?
No, I think you do fine here. That was fine.
Because I don't know. Yeah, okay.
How often do you go TM at first every game? Or in your
Um,
matches? How often do you go TM?
Basically every game unless it's Nasus.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. As long as you're thinking about, like, whether you actually want to be shoving the wave the entire time, then it's cool.
Honestly, like Nasus is such a hard matchup for me. Like even if I freeze on him,
Hmm.
like if the game goes on long enough, I just
Yeah,
cannot
you
fight
just
him.
lose eventually. Yeah, Nessus is hard, dude. If your jungler doesn't play to punish him with you, you kind of just get fucked.
Yeah.
But I do have my next session that I have to go to,
Okay.
starting
Gotcha.
right now.
Well,
I'm gonna
well,
send
thanks
you a
for your help.
link to a video that I made a while back, though.
Hmm.
Because I think you're playing in a way that reinforces like season 14 wave management early game. Like in season 14, you would do
Hmm.
3 wave crash, and then you'd reset and run back. Right? That was kind of what everyone would do, but
Yeah.
that's not how you play it in season 15. It's different.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
So I can send you
Gotcha.
that.
Okay. Cool.
But all right, man. Thanks
Well,
for booking the session. I hope
yeah.
you found it
Yeah, for
valuable.
sure.
I
This was
hope.
really helpful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like
Thanks,
I
man.
said, the biggest thing, dude, just don't die. It's like so simple, and
Yeah.
it feels like kind of lame for me to tell you that, but that is the biggest problem with your gameplay, is in the
Okay.
mid game. From like
Okay.
minutes 15 onwards, when you have this first tower already, you got to be
Hmm.
patient. Don't just like don't lay out for this tower. Like just be patient.
Hmm.
Wait for the openings to arise. Wait for an
Okay.
objective to come up where you can force a 5v4, right? Don't
Hmm.
sweat so much trying to extend your lead. Just maintain it
Hmm.
and be patient
Okay.
for opportunities to show. Is my biggest piece of advice.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
All right, awesome, dude. If you
Yeah.
have any questions
Thanks.
ever or anything, just shoot me a DM. Let me know.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for booking the
All
session.
right.
I'll see you later.
Thanks. Yep.